Okay, you are looking live in Grand Rapids, Michigan for the broadcast of the Washington Redskins, as they were known last year, versus the Dallas Cowboys, as they're also known this year. We have a little bit of a delay on the game start. Could start any time now. Just waiting for a game number. So, just to set this game up a little bit, implications for both teams in the postseason. We will share the screen here. If we take a look at the Week 17 playoff overview that Tim did an amazing job on. Thank you, Tim, as usual. See that for the Cowboys, there's a lot on the line. First and foremost, they have a chance at a bye. Both Dallas and Atlanta clinched playoff spots with San Francisco's loss yesterday. So Dallas is in, but now it's a question of positioning. And it breaks down right in this thread someplace. We have it, but I think I have it memorized at this point. We might have a game number here. Yep. And that is that if the Cowboys win and the Falcons lose, then the Cowboys will get a bye. So if the Cowboys win and the Falcons lose, then the Cowboys will get a bye. If both teams win, then the Falcons will get a bye. I believe that would put Dallas at the number 3 seed in that scenario. So they're playing really for a 2 or 3 seed. We'll talk about the NFC East in a moment as well. Here we go. Join the game with Dallas already at a 3rd and 18. They pick up 14 via 4th and 4. The injuries are pretty significant. As the Cowboys might be in a 4-down territory here, and they are. Let's focus on this for a moment. Ezekiel Elliott in the backfield. Of course, containment is off. 4-3, no blitz coming from the Skins. Key early play. We jump right into the action here. You'll see the zeros at the corner. There's a draw, beautifully called, and the football team stops the Cowboys. Look at that. Case Keenum, quarterback for Washington. We'll take a look at his card shortly, but I can tell you this: great flat passer, decent short passer, quick short gain for Peterson, pushes Washington up to its own 44. But Keenum can kill you with that flat pass. I mean, it's right, it's wrong. They can plod their way down the field. But Keenum has a fatal flaw, which is a very, very poor snap fumble. So those long drives, you have to have a lot go your way to have nothing go wrong on a 15-play flat pass run combo drive behind the very accurate Case Keenum. Quick 2nd and 10. There's that flat pass. Guessed right, going to Peterson. It's been a workhorse for the team all year. Does not get the reading, I believe, based on the formation. Okay. Third ball. We'll see if the football team is in a very aggressive mood tonight. This would be a good example here if they can't get the first down, if they're going to immediately jump to 4-down territory. Sacked, loose ball. Washington's on it, though. And that likely means a punt. Keenum's first fumble of the game. Block is on. We have an X, though. Let's see what happens here on the X. No penalty. Dallas starts off its second drive from the 22. Blocking back set for the Cowboys. I mentioned before on that first drive that we have 2 zeros at corner. Those are guessed wrong. Elliott end run. Gets a nice pickup on the defensive card, 15. Let's take a look. Dunbar, I believe, Quentin Dunbar's gone. That certainly affects things for Washington. Pollard jumps into the game. The running for the boys this year has been mostly behind Elliott. They'll find more running from Pollard maybe next year. Got a reading to Witten Jack. Turns a -1 to +1. Not much there. No penalty. 2nd and 9. Elliott will likely go over 300 carries in this game. Might be close to it already. Started the game at 296 carries. Pollard third on the team behind Prescott at 63. So Elliott's been the workhorse. So to see Pollard this early is a little bit interesting. 2nd and 9. Guessed wrong. And run Pollard. The dreaded 5. And again, no flag on the X. 3rd and 10. The Cowboys have been on the wrong side of penalties all year long, but escaped one there. 3-2-6 blitz coming. And Pollard up the gut, hunting for that short gain. Does he beat containment? He does on the 2 reading. On the white die, I believe that was up the gut. Not sure who we got some zeros back there. Knowing your linebacker, your opposing linebackers is so important on that contain. And now a little offensive momentum for the Cowboys after struggling to get started. They're already at the Washington 32. Boy, it looked like a beautiful drive for the Washington defense, and all of a sudden they got their back up against the wall, 1st and 10, and moving into field goal range. Like Bruce wants to join. Get Bruce on the way here. Sorry about that. Sorry about the delay. Here you are. Hey, Bruce. How are you, Bruce? Let's see. Are you muted? You're there? I can't hear you, Bruce. If you can hear me. Nope, I can hear you now. Can you hear me, Bruce?
I can. How's it going?
It's going well. It's going well. Cowboys, this is their second drive. They got stopped on a 4th down in nearing field goal range on the first drive, and now they've come right back, converted a key 3rd down, and are in the red zone.
I guess I don't have to tell you who I'm pulling for here.
First down on sort of a correct key. Didn't get all the linebackers in place, and that gave him a right reading short gain. So a nice call, but not good enough for the Washington defense. And Pollard getting a lot of carries early. You had a pretty good game last week, huh?
It was a good game, but I came up on the short end. Had one play, the last play of the game, from the 13-yard line, and almost got it.
It would have helped the Falcons.
Yeah.
So I was rooting for you. Prescott stares down the blitz and gets right through it, but incomplete on Cooper's card right. Brings up a big 3rd and goal here.
One more stop. They can do it.
Probably just need to get 0 or negative yards, or we could see 4 downs here. Guessed wrong.
Oopsie.
Not looking good. Oh, he got it all, and then some.
Shoes.
Cowboys out to the quick lead. So you win. Dallas loses. Do you have the NFC East?
Yeah, I'm in the division. I think I was trying to look at some of the possibilities. Even if I lose, I think I still might get the last wild card.
Right, based on the. That's a good question. You're competing with New Orleans as well, right?
Yeah, but I got a better conference record than New Orleans, so I'll beat them up with that.
The San Fran loss might have been important too.
Yeah, I think Tim said it goes to like the 3rd or 4th tiebreaker, and Philly beats them out on that too. So I'm not sure if there's a scenario where I'm not going to get at least a 1 wild card, but anyway, still like to see Dallas lose here.
Yeah, me too. For my own personal reasons.
Yep.
It was a nice game by Peterson. He's a nice card. The
boom.
Avoiding penalties on the X, both teams are. Lots of X's. I don't think one penalty. Yeah, the football team is coming in hampered with Dunbar injured. So they lose the 6. There's a penalty there, 10 yards on.
Yeah, it's their 6th corner, isn't it?
It is. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Big loss there. So really the highlight of their defense is gone. Also playing at Dallas. The early year result, I think, was a Dallas blowout, 38-15, somewhere along those lines. Let's see. 35-14. Okay, they tied in yards, though, 376 to 376.
Vernon Davis is out. Wow.
And Washington has something to play for too. They're playing for seeding in the COI.
Okay.
They've qualified, so we should see. I mean, we'd expect a top effort no matter what, but there's certainly incentive there for Washington to win. They have things to gain. Maybe catching, depending, how the COI works. You don't know until you get there if buys are going to happen or what's going to happen. But they're right in the middle of the pack. Washington is in the COI ranking, so a win here will help them move up.
Okay.
3rd and 5 out of containment. Keenum's got a beautiful flat pass card. Runs against the containment.
Oh, not quite.
Not quite.
He's 7 or 8.
Oh. Blocking on 4th and 2. Ooh, that's a tough spot. The 7-yard line is the toughest spot of all. Got to run that out. Okay.
Is it tough to get this set up, or is it fairly easy to do?
Super easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, barely an inconvenience. You just sort of, if you ever want to, I can certainly show you how. It'll take 5 minutes. You're just going to go to a certain site, sign up, and you're pretty much done.
No cost or anything?
No cost. No.
I don't have to give them a credit card or something? No.
Nothing.
Good.
Not a trial. It's just rock and roll. There's premium levels and things where you can get rid of their logo and stuff like that, but not worth it for us. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Was it the same one that Dennis was using to broadcast the Super Bowls in the past?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
StreamYard. Yeah. 2nd and 10. Got to guess right. Man in zone. Dumps it down for 4. Here's an opportunity for Washington. On the last drive, Washington had him 3rd and 10, 3rd and 11, 3rd and long. And I believe there was a run up the middle for a short gain that sprung the entire drive for Dallas's touchdown.
I don't think David double teams very much with Washington.
I believe that's true. Oh, gets the first down. 4 men. See, I think I only have Dallas's Stratomatic report printed out, but I think that's true. But today might be the day you change that up without your 6th cornerback around.
Yeah.
Dallas is certainly double teamed often. They get double teamed more than they double team on the defensive side. I haven't seen any so far today.
Because both Cooper and Gallup are awesome. Awesome cards.
I think Prescott hit 100 attempts this year. So that's not good for the NFC East next year, because if he can avoid injuries, he can be spot played. He'll have overuse problems. But he will likely have a monster card. He can probably step in and win any game that Dallas wants him to.
Yeah. Or try to get out to a lead and then sit him down.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, big 3rd down. Come on, boys.
Gotta think Dallas is thinking 2 down here even. They've been doing whatever they want.
What would you do?
I would just Elliott right up the middle. Nice key, but nobody in the zone. So he's protecting the outside.
Gets the yard on the backwards.
Oh.
Who else has gone now? Darren Payne.
Yeah, Darren Payne gone. They're dropping like flies.
Yeah.
Darren Payne is a 5 at the nose. So now he's probably at a 0 at the nose.
Yep.
He's playing a lot of 4-3. Obviously, I'm not too familiar with the NFC East. Was he rated 3-4, this team?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, they're rated 3-4. Playing 4-3. Usually you see it the other way. For the Falcons, for example, I'll often switch to a 3-4, especially in short yardage. You don't see many 3-4 switching to 4-3, at least in my experience.
Well, usually you're bringing in a 0.
What's that?
Aren't you usually bringing in a 0 when you do that? Or not?
Well,
not always.
Oh, for Atlanta? When I do it with Atlanta? Well, I have Grady Jarrett, who's a 6 tackle, so that takes him down to a 5.
Okay.
So it's not a bad way to go. But when it's going to be a likely flat pass, it just adds a level of intimidation. Make them think twice about throwing in the flats. 1st and 10, cross midfield. Nice right passing from Prescott.
That 7's a killer. Right, wrong, or double team.
10 to 13, 91 yards. Yep. Last game we broadcast, that 7 was hit so many times by Cleveland on Baker Mayfield's card, which was incomplete. Short pass. right, wrong, incomplete on 7. He was hitting it left and right. And
Yeah.
today you see Prescott going back to it. Okay, there's a defensive stout.
Wow, with a 4. Oops.
Carlin's got to be thinking so many zeros. I picked the 1-4. Really, I don't think there is one matchup that is not a 0 other than Witten's, right?
Yep. Yeah, and if he's not double teaming, I'd go Cooper Gallup, Cooper Gallup, Cooper Gallup all day long.
Yep. Oh,
Oops.
got to find a way to get to a field goal here. Blitz is on. Dallas is more of a vintage offensive line versus what they're going to have in this next year. Guessed right. This doesn't matter. Touchdown. 18 yards for Elliott.
Yeah, that off tackle card with no man there is terrible.
Oh,
Like 4, 15, 2 to 11, 7, 8.
ooh,
And
there's
your nose tackle sucks now, so
yeah.
that's a 5 and 6 yarder.
Even the 6. I don't know if I've ever seen 9 yards on the 6 before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
He's going to start plugging that hole, otherwise he'll be dead. Oh, well.
Well, Keenum's got some work to do. He's got a decent running back quarterback combo. He can move the ball. Keenum is capable. Peterson's certainly capable.
Yeah, he's got some big runs on his card.
Yep. Harlan creeps up the linebacker.
He likes to throw to that sprinkle guy, and I don't know why. He's not the greatest at cards, but he's not terrible. But
And Sprinkle is the number 2 receiver, 45
yeah,
catches.
yeah, go figure.
Despite the DIAC.
There we go.
There we go. But we've got I think a low usage. Yep, a low usage.
Yeah.
Caps it off at 6. At some point soon, that low usage, I think if the lead gets big, the low usage starts going away. But we've got a guessed wrong long pass. Keenum not particularly strong on the deep ball. Incomplete.
Just missed.
Keenum's card, looked at it once before, but looking once more. Good flat, good short. Long, you run into some trouble. Okay, another guest wrong. Let's get a receiver reading here, then he'll be in business. Does not get it.
Oh.
Oh, 2 guessed wrong long pass opportunities. But just really not in the cards. You really can't expect. There's still very low percentage chances for Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah, up against a 5 corner too. And a 5 free safety.
Yeah, and Dallas is pretty good long pass with a guy in the zone. So. Oops.
And they'll punt again. Quick moving game.
Has Washington had many first downs?
They have not. And a bad punt.
Jeez.
Got a flag offside, so we can do it again. Does not get him a first down, 4th and 5. Let's see if Dallas keeps the block on a 4th and 5.
Nope.
Nope. Better punt, fair catch. So yeah, so far we've got 182 to 59 in yards, 3 first downs for Washington, 0 for 3 on 3rd down.
15 to 3 on first downs. Yikes.
Yeah. So pinned him. Oh, I thought we had a fair catch. All right, +1. So he tried to return it from the 3.
Yeah, 3 or the 4 yard or 3 yard line. Yeah, that's.
That gives Washington a chance. I mean, with this D, they just have to guess right pretty much every time. And that's not the way to start it out.
Oh.
Long game. Dallas just taking it to Washington so far.
I was wondering how many people would show up. Not too many, obviously.
Yeah, let's see. Checking the Slack here, making sure I'm not missing anything. Dallas goes into the half, 3-score lead. They'll feel pretty good. I believe Washington will get the ball at the half. Oh, Dallas picks up a hold. That is helpful for Washington. It's, when you're down 14, it feels like a ton, but, it's a score and a stop. Yeah, that's you got to get the ball, score and a stop, and you're right in the ballgame.
It seems to be a slight delay. Like you get the play results like a couple seconds before I do. Probably makes sense.
Yeah, don't be afraid to watch the game on your own strat. The audio and everything will still work. And it might be a little bit more in sync where you would see the results the same as me. So you stay on the stream on your internet browser, but then you open up Strat and you watch the game on your own Strat. 3rd and 18, short pass to Gallup. Picks up 7. Looks like a punt. The second one of the game, I think. First one of the game for Dallas. I think it was Tony who asked me to turn the animations on. I've never done it. It's one of those things I just don't know. Maybe you know, Bruce. I mean, does it slow you down in any way, shape, or form?
I haven't noticed.
You usually have them on?
I usually have them on, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And there's Case Keenum's snap fumble, rearing its ugly head. I have Case Keenum in the draft league, so I'm all too familiar with that snap fumble. He's fumbled, I think, a little bit more than once a game, right around once a game for me.
Oh, wow.
Like 80% of them.
That's lots.
Keenum starts out 1 of 6.
Yeah.
That is not Keenum-like performance right there. He may fumble the ball, but he doesn't throw too many incompletions.
Like you say, going long isn't the greatest.
Yeah. Very true. There's a looking pass against a 0, hunting for that 7, hunting for that 6, gets it. Why I'm getting all these sync problems. But only gets 10 yards, 4th and 3. Another punt for Washington.
Another poor punt. Jeez.
They get a nice bounce. So 46 net yards. Dallas starts out at the 38.
He's got Pollard in. He likes to do that.
Been seeing a lot of Pollard. Picks up 5. 7th carry for Pollard. I think before you joined the broadcast, I was mentioning that Elliott was going to go over 300 carries in this game on the year.
Wow.
Pollard was about 60-something, 63 going in. So Pollard is definitely being used more than he typically is here.
He's not low. He's not low usage though, is he? He has enough carries.
Yeah, carries. Yep.
Yep.
Well, third with containment on, but not much in the way of containment linebacker. 0, 4, and 0.
He went 4 wide though, so I'm guessing he's going to throw. No, he does throw.
He's throwing. He gets the first down. He'll decline that penalty. Surprised to see the pass. It was guest run. Washington is just outmanned here right now. They need guest right, and they need the card gods to be on their side. 3:18 left to play in the half. Going deep, guest wrong.
Run. Oh, miss. Break.
Yep. That could have broke it wide open. Nice looking card for Prescott. Prescott came out of the draft a few years ago, drafted number 1 by most in draft leagues. Same year as Wentz, right?
Yeah, Wentz was what, 2? Or he's in
the actual draft?
I think, wasn't he?
In the actual draft? Yeah, I don't know for sure.
They traded up to twice to get the higher draft pick. Philly did, but
And Dallas got Prescott where?
later on, like not even in the first round.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Who would you rather have now?
It's amazing how many lives quarterbacks have. Oh, an incredible 3rd down pickup for Dallas. Washington just cannot get off the field. 3rd down pickups left and right. Let's take a look here. 6 of 8 on 3rd down is Dallas. Wentz could have a renaissance. So young.
But he looked so bad this year, like extremely bad.
Yeah.
He was like the worst in the league in so many departments: fumbles, interceptions, sacks. Completion percentage is probably like barely over 50%. But he'll have a new coach next year.
Yes. It's kind of a surprising development. 14 guessed right.
Oh. Like I say, he's leaving that off tackle open. He's going to get burned.
That off tackle is just brutal. The only nice is you don't have a big gain on the snake eyes, but otherwise it's just
Yeah.
So 1:30 left. Washington will start thinking about timeouts depending on the results of these plays here. Guessed wrong looking. 3. Oh, well, there's a case to be made for a timeout here. It's a judgment call. The way they've been giving up third downs, you might want to wait under the assumption that Dallas gets one more, but I would take it. But he does not. Second and 7, showing the blitz inside the red zone. Guessed wrong. 15. First and goal from the 3. I guess we'll see the timeout now from Washington, I guess.
Yeah, they did. Oh,
Fine
that card.
pivot.
That Cooper card's amazing.
Yeah. That's gorgeous.
20 yards with a
20
6.
yards. Yeah.
Jeez.
These are some of the cards you don't see very often.
No.
No, and negative.
There's a big one. Big break.
So is Washington, well, is he out of bounds or we got a timeout here? Oh, we got an offside penalty. Offside penalty wiped it out.
Oh, too bad.
So repeating second down from the 8 instead of the 3. So that extra down hurts Washington in terms of time. 4 men in the zone. We have an offsetting penalties. So you got 2 things. You got all these repeats of downs. Endo timeouts used by Washington means that there's not going to be much time for Washington to do anything here. Guessed wrong to Zeke.
There it is.
9 yards. Well, it's not out of hand here yet, but it's
close.
Tilton, yep. So with a Dallas win, Seattle would secure the number 1 seed in the NFC. So Seattle is pleased.
Are you locked in at number 2 then?
No, I still need to. If both lose, if Dallas and a head-to-head versus Harlan, Atlanta would win the tiebreak based on conference record.
Okay.
Getting some problems on the watch for me, so I'm going to restart. Is he sitting on the ball? You can see on your side or not. I assume he's not going for anything.
No.
There we go. I mean, anything other than a kneel, you almost want to take Case Keenum out to avoid his snap fumble. I forget. I never changed quarterbacks in this league. Do you know, Bruce? Can you switch quarterbacks at will?
No.
Okay.
That was put to a vote, and I think it was voted down.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, he's getting no breaks at all.
Oh, okay. We're in third quarter. Sorry. When I was away, I didn't realize the half had ended. Okay. So here we are starting the second half. Gotcha. All right, 2 guessed wrongs in a row. Produces a total of 5 yards, 3rd and 5. Not a must drive for the football team, but
I'd be doing 4 downs at this point just to
Yeah.
get some momentum.
Yep. Anything up toward midfield, probably. Yep. Maybe not here.
Depends what happens here.
Yeah. A 4th and 1, maybe.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
3, and then we have a defensive injury that will definitely carry into the playoffs. So Robert Quinn is out for Dallas for 2 games, and I know we did some things with the rule. I'm not sure if he has a bye, if he just misses one, or what the implication is.
Well, regular season, the buys don't make any difference. So I presume playoffs, same thing.
Quinn is a asterisk pass rush on the defensive line.
Yep.
The 12 1-star 4 is lost for 2 weeks for the Cowboys. So that will carry over. Harlan is got to be. There's a really good chance now because of that alone that we're going to see subs coming in, maybe on a 4-score lead early in the 4th. That probably spooked him. It should spook him.
Yeah.
But who knows if a 4-score lead's going to happen because the football team's on the move. Three wide on 1st and 5. Running off the 3 wide. Picks up the 2 on the white die and gets 4 yards, 2nd and 1. Should be a fun division next year too, Bruce.
Yeah, it's wide open. Easier to get the coach of the year with only 4 wins with Philly.
You should definitely see some postseason next year, one way or the other.
Yeah.
7 yards, 1st down and 10 in the red zone. First trip to the red zone for Washington. Need to come away with 7. Obviously, this is going to be 4-down territory. Still has the flat pass in play at the 11.
Yeah.
Often the threat of that is going to drive the defensive coach to do things to defend the flat pass.
We called it.
Shrewdly calls run, and Peterson comes up with a 7 reading plus 4. That's a nice strong card on end run right. Second broadcast now, we've had a good end run right from the lead running back. The other being Mark Ingram last week. All right, a guessed wrong short pass from the 7. This one should pay off, and it does. Touchdown, Washington. Within 2 scores.
Good drive.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Kick is good. So let's see, that drive by Washington. 9 plays, 73 yards.
After punt, end of half.
Yeah. Starts off with a guess wrong short pass for 10. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind all the guess, all the run guessing. I mean, he's in a position where he sort of has to guess right. So it's going to probably be 50-50 run pass, which is a very strange number for our league, but that's where he's probably going to have to be. This time he guesses correctly. Doesn't matter. Again,
Plug the wrong tackle spot.
so Zeke is up over 100, 13 for 119. Came into the game with about 1,400 yards. That puts him over 15.
Yeah, he's got a feast or famine card. The Ron Wright is not that great, but he's decent off wrong. He's got, I think it was the number 9 short gain right or wrong.
His guessed right running has been great today, of course, because it hasn't been on his card. Although he did pick up one short gain guessed right. I think on a third down too. Guessed wrong line buck, short gain.
Boom.
Ooh. That's rough. Into field goal range. Pollard a 3 fumble. I don't have to be afraid of running him. Long pass guessed right. No men in zone.
Long gain.
3 yards.
Blitz.
On the sniper. Well, Dallas answers right back. It's a tough situation for Washington. I'm having trouble with this. My second time where it's gone to not responding.
Where did the kickoff too?
Yeah, I'm closing out and have to restart it. What happened on the kickoff?
Yeah, that happened on the kickoff at beginning of the third quarter, and then the kickoff here now too.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, yep, good point.
We got it over the 50-yard line somehow.
Yeah, that happened. Well, trading touchdowns is not going to get Washington very far right now.
No. There's that Jeremy Sprinkle. No, not this time.
I've honestly never heard of him.
He's still with the team. He was playing with them this year.
But I've watched a lot of Washington games too. I've never noticed him. Interesting. Peterson, flag, offsides against Washington, 2nd and 15. 3 downs to get 15 yards.
Would you run?
No, I'd be flat passing a lot with Case here. I mean, he's giving you 2 men and linebackers. Just pick on that right outside linebacker. That's where he's going. Guessed wrong.
It's got to get something here. Got 10. That's okay.
That's back. That's good. 35. I can do anything here against the nickel. 3 wide, though, you're sort of, Peterson has a pretty good card, so maybe you can see through that right running if the 1 comes up. Such a tight window to get the 2 and 3 on the draw. Guessed wrong. I get the 2 or 3 on the white die. There's 7.
There it goes. I think Vander Esch is a 6, though. Isn't he 0-6 in the middle for containment?
Oh, yeah. In the middle? Yep, 0-6,
Yeah.
They'll contain you. Peterson on the end run gets 6. So how many years have you been with Philly now? Have you had him?
That's 3.
3.
I took him in their Super Bowl year
and
took him to the Super Bowl and lost to Tim.
Mm-hmm.
He had Houston before that. I didn't mind Houston.
How long did you have Houston?
Probably 3 or 4, something like that.
Okay. Houston's had some good offenses over the years, interesting offenses,
Yeah, I suffered through the Brock Osweiler years.
Yeah, those are not the good years, right?
No.
Going back to, was it Amos Zaraway? Is that? No, that's way back. Who was that West Virginia running back they had? Forget his name.
Arian Foster?
Slayton.
Oh, okay. That was before.
Slayton had a decent year there. Matt Schaub, of course. And, of course, Arian Foster.
Yeah, he was very good.
Mm-hmm. Sprinkle gets 6 on his card.
There we go.
First down conversion. Where do you live, Bruce?
I'm in Canada.
Canada. Oh, where about?
In Winnipeg, if you know where that is.
Sure. Yeah. Sure do. You excited about the North Division this year?
It'll be pretty cool. You got teams playing each other 3 games in a row. We're not like 3 games straight. That'll be kind of neat. Be almost like mini playoffs.
Absolutely. I'm most excited about the North Division, honestly. I'm a Devils fan.
Okay.
I was just looking at the schedule for tomorrow night. I think there's 2 Hockey Night in Canada games. First and goal at the 10.
It's 4 down territory now for sure.
No gain. See what Peterson's carries are looking like here. He's got 10 left. That should be plenty given he's down 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. Are you on the East Coast then?
I'm in Michigan.
Michigan?
Mm-hmm. I've moved around a bunch. Since joining this league, I've lived in New York, Chicago, DC, Baltimore, and now Michigan.
Your job takes you around?
It did, yeah, it did. Kind of settled now, at least for the moment. 3rd and goal from the 9. Tough spot for Case to not have. You're almost better off getting a loss somehow and getting to the 10 to open up his flat passing.
Yeah. Got a crappy yards after catch there. Too bad.
He's going to run it. Looking for 2 down territory here. Makes sense.
Needs it off wrong.
Gets
there it is. Boom. 2 scored.
Very respectable score given the cards.
Yeah. Can he stop him at all though?
Right. It's amazing there's only 28 points on the board, honestly. So tomorrow night it's Canadiens, Maple Leafs, and Canucks, Oilers. Started off. Jets don't open up. Assuming you're a Jets fan.
Yes.
They open up with the Flames in Winnipeg, right? I'm not
Yep.
sure when. It's not telling me when. Just looked at the TV guide here. 14th, 2 days from now. Guessed right, 16 yards. Boy, he nails it. He nails the 9. Washington has to be banging his head on the wall. Right or wrong just does not seem to matter. Oh. Guessed right again. There we go. Stop for -1. 2nd and long. Zach Martin gone. Just for the rest of the game, though.
Okay. I'm not a fan of injuries.
Not many people like them,
No.
you know, when they happen to you. But it needs to be in the game. It needs to be, you know. If not, it feels very arcade-like, you know, to never have to worry about your bench, you know, or to rarely worry about your bench. I mean, if you have overuse, that would bring the bench in, but I'm in one draft league where we don't have injuries, and kind of feels arcade-like in that way, you know. Going deep, man in zone, and complete.
Oof.
Well, defense, and he gets a punt.
But Strats has some bugs with injuries, though, and some guys get injured when they shouldn't get injured, and I've had that happen a couple times. And
well, that's awful.
yeah.
Decent return. We'll set up Washington at the 30. 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Still plenty of time. We've seen weirder things happen in Strat. We all have.
Go long to Sims. Long pass to Sims. Oh, I was way off.
Adrian keeps him within the chains, though, on his own card and run right. So that's a victory for Washington.
Yeah, but a 3 on long pass on right would have been a long gain.
Oh, boy. Four, 2-5 against the 3 wide. Looking pass. Oh.
Nothing.
To get this in one chunk is difficult for the Washington squad. Keenum is not awful on short pass. He's fine. He's fine and dandy. I think it's 7 across the board, right? Yep, 7 across the board gets you 10.
6 and 7, yeah.
Going short.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
Yeah. The 4th and 4, no containment. He's going to go, I assume, yeah.
Is it time to gamble or not yet?
I'd say so, yeah. I don't trust that defense, but he's punting.
He's going to punt. I don't know. Since it's under 5 yards, I'd go for it.
Yep, me too. Need to fumble, need something funky here. From the 14 is Austin. Fair catch. He did a great job calling defense last time. Can he come up with that sort of stand again? Yes, strong to start. 16 big yards. X means another 15.
Oh.
Oh, guessed wrong. Deep to Gallup. Woo-wee. But we've got another 15, right? No, another 5. 5.
Just a first down. I think any kind of score here by Dallas puts it out of reach.
Yeah, field goal here is pretty lethal. Yep, pretty lethal. Dallas's kicker goes out to the 46-yard line, as you probably know. 2-6, 11, 12 from the 46.
Yeah, 50-50. That's not bad.
So he's well into field goal range now. But the thing about Forbath, though, is that he's pretty bad. He doesn't get much better as you get closer. He sort of stays around that 2-6, 11, 12 range all the way inside the red zone.
But they didn't have him for the whole season. They had somebody else. They brought Horvath in later on.
Yeah, 2 or 3 kickers along the way.
Yeah. So I guess Strat just sort of averages them out, like if they have multiple kickers.
So that the team performance, is reflective of what happened.
Yeah.
As opposed to the individual. Dallas looking for the red zone here. Short pass against the pass, gets 13. 8 versus 7 on the. We have another spectator joining. Let's see. Do we have any? Am I missing something here? Let's see. Nope. Four yards from the death blow. Can Washington get a miracle? If you're Dallas, you're probably just going to pound it 3 times and hope for the best on that defensive guard. Guessed wrong. X on the call. There's no penalty. It's a concluding line of scrimmage penalty. He'd already scored at that point. Therefore, touchdown, no penalty. Penalty on the kick. They'll re-kick it.
Oh.
And Forbath, right on cue, misses the extra point. You know what? Yeah, he's 2 through 12 on his extra points. But when you get the penalty, he goes to his bad field goal reading.
Don't think that'll matter. 20-point lead.
Well, I'm curious who the backup is here. If there's a better long pass card to be had that we don't know about. I know very little about this team. Haskins. Nope. You're stuck. Keenum is your guy. Four wide. Zero in the middle. Nothing. 2nd and 10. Keenum 11 for 21, 134, touchdown, no picks. I think they've had 1 field goal attempt even. And we've had no turnovers. This is an 11-yard game, but a false start calls it back. Momentum has not been a thing for the Washington football team. Penalties, 7 for 70 versus 6 versus 45. So pretty close to even.
Yeah, pretty even. He's got Geis in. Oh, no. And loses a yard.
I'm originally from Syracuse, and they're playing North Carolina right now. Down 4 points. 3rd and 16. Expect a flat pass here. Goes short to McLaurin.
Two guys blitzing. Oh, it hits the 10. You got to go now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Choice.
It'd be interesting if he doesn't get it. Does Harlan pull his starters?
I would anyway. Next possession.
Yeah, I'd say so too. Even with a score, 34-21, maybe. No, probably not 34-21, but
Unless he scores on a long pass from here or something. But
Mhm.
going off tackle. Whoa, that wasn't going to work.
No. Not many pathways there.
No.
So, Prescott's in the game. Gallup, the whole Zeke's not, but everybody else is in. We've only seen Zeke sparingly anyway. Here's Pollard for 2. Pollard's 12th run of the day, which represents, let's see, times 5, 20% of his season carries have been today, Pollard. I am surprised to see the Cowboys and have their first team in the game right now. 3. Next year, this number 2 seed will not get you a bye.
Yeah, that's right.
This year, it's worth playing for.
But an extra playoff team next year.
Yes. Yeah, pretty important this year, I think, both for Seattle and Atlanta. I mean, if we're able to get it, I think Dallas has the cards to withstand most anything, but Seattle and Atlanta are not particularly well. Well, they have great years last year, so they're carded accordingly. So to pick up a bye is important for both. This puts the pressure on Atlanta, which is my squad.
Who do you play?
Tampa.
Right.
Both teams came into that game with the same record, I think. So it's not meant to be what looks like now what might be a lopsided game. It's really not at all.
Oh, it looks like Tim wants to be added in. Has got a message on the side of my screen.
Thank you. There he is.
What's up, gentlemen?
How are you?
Good
I'm
evening.
fine. How are you guys doing?
Not very good.
Well, let's see what we got the score here. Dallas 34-14. Yeah, it's about what I expected.
We were both pulling for the Skins, but it wasn't happening.
It sort of feels like last night's college football championship game. It sort of feels like last night's college football championship game where the one team is sort of chasing the other one all game long, but yeah, they really had no chance of picking up.
Yeah, I love. Listen, I'm not blessed to play the underdog role lately, but I love playing inferior teams in Stratomatic and trying to make it work. I really do like that. It's a fun challenge. I always enjoy that.
I completely agree, especially in replay leagues.
Yeah.
Draft leagues, not as fun.
Well, gentlemen, listen, I just wanted to pop in and say hello and see how the score was doing, and I'll let you guys get on with the broadcast, and I'll watch it in full after the fact, all right?
All right, sounds good, Tim.
Yep, take it easy, guys. Have a good night.
See ya.
Yeah.
So, so that game, that Atlanta-Tampa game last year, it's in Tampa. I think Tampa missed multiple field goals, missed 3 field goals, I think. Went to overtime as a result. Really had no business. Atlanta had no business taking it to overtime. And then won, I believe they won in a pick 6.
Oh, okay.
The Jameis pick 6 won it in overtime. If I had to guess, Tampa outgained them by 150 yards or something. But Atlanta still pulled it out. It's the matchups are pretty good for Atlanta though, so we'll see. You never know what the dice give you. But the when you safety blitz Tampa, because they're the most penalized team in the league. So when you safety blitz Tampa, when the X is not, if the X comes up, right, which is what you're sort of looking for against a safety blitz on the offense, well, it doesn't really help you if you're Tampa because you're going to get penalized oftentimes. If the X doesn't come up, you get the blitz. Brandon Scherf, a great guard, is out just for the rest of the half. There's an injury.
Offensive line, no big deal.
By far their best one, but yeah, doesn't matter at this
Yes.
point. Dallas still has its defensive players in. Yep. Yep, sure does. Does that spook Harlan to get the D guys out? Doesn't look like it.
2 guys in the zone.
So Washington will head to the COY. The COY slate in the NFC looks like this. Redskins and Giants are clinched. So many others qualify. Cowboys and Falcons are now not pending anymore. They're going to go to the regular playoffs. Looks like the Lions will likely be in there. It'll depend on the Packers' results. So they get a chance. I wouldn't say likely, 50-50 chance of one or the other.
Cardinals got to win. Did they play the Cardinals? Or did I just see that one scheduled?
Did we see a result today? Yeah, we did, didn't we? Los Angeles versus who did win that? Los Angeles won that game. But the Cardinals are still in the COY.
The Cardinals? No, they'd be out.
They'd be out? It says
If they lost. Did they lose to LA?
They lost to LA.
Yeah, so they're out.
You have to outperform last year, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so that would give us the Giants, the Redskins, and maybe the Lions or Eagles. Eagles have not yet clinched, correct? So
I should ask Tim while he was on. Oh, well.
Cowboys running with Elliott up 34-14 late in the fourth. The only excitement left is the injuries. Elliott gets 6 first down. Dallas might go to, I don't know, not quite knee territory yet. One more first down, and they'll start kneeing the ball. Been a nice, efficiently played game. We're looking at, an hour and under an hour and 20 minutes so far.
Yeah, the pace was good.
Another key on Elliott. Both teams going all out. No gain. A much closer game. Syracuse is down a point with 3 minutes left. More penalties. Sort of whittles down the clock for Dallas conveniently. That'll do it right there. That'll take us to the warning, and we should see knees from here. or so I would guess. Harlan will at least try it out.
Can there be injuries when the quarterback kneels down? Can that still come up?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so. Not sure though. Giving it to Pollard. Another 15. What does Washington do? Washington lets it run, and that should do it. Well, Bruce, good luck. Your game is
Okay. Same to you. Maybe we'll see you in the playoffs somewhere.
that would be good. A little rematch. That was quite the game we had early on.
Indeed.
Your game is against the other NFC East opponent, correct? So you're facing the Giants.
Playing the Giants on Thursday night.
Thursday night. And win, we don't know for sure if it's a win you're in or not.
I think I'm in either way from what I looked at it, but I'm not an expert of the tiebreakers. That's why I should ask Tim when he was on to double check. But I went through the different scenarios and I didn't see one where I'd get bumped, but I still got to play to win.
I haven't looked.
Even though I can't win the division.
Yeah, for sure. Is Giants the Giants injured at all?
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm. Well, there we go. It is over in Dallas. Good luck Thursday. Stay warm up there in Winnipeg.
Okay, take care. Talk to you later.
So long. That ends the broadcast. Let's take a quick look at the box scores here, if we can get to the right place. .502 to 271. That's really what it felt like. And that's a big hit of the game. There was nothing too unusual about the game, sending it off in any different directions. It was the team that outstatted the other team dominated, which is the way it should go, right? It doesn't always go that way. That's the way it went tonight. Thank you for watching. See you in the playoffs.